Louisiana Free Patriot here again. Man, it is a lovely day. Wonderful thing happened this weekend, and everybody's hearing about it right now. Been hearing about it all day. Employees of Southeastern Airlines, pilots, stewardess, mechanics, all decided all to take sick days at the same time because they are doing a vaccine mandate. So they didn't quit. They're all taking their sick time at the same time to let them know what's going to happen. That mandate is enforced. If they make that mandate, try to make that mandate stand. It's a beautiful day. We also heard that I forgot what railroad company it is, but they're having problems with staffing because people are deciding to not come into work. They've decided not to go. Thank you to everybody who's sticking to their guns and are not going to stand by and let this go basically unpunished. Because they can't do anything. Government can do nothing without the people. Without the people, the government has nothing. They have no power. They have no revenue. They have no supplies. They have nothing. You hit them like this, they can't help it. Also, Chase Bank out in Texas has gotten hit real hard. Since they didn't want to do any business with anybody, gun manufacturers or ammunition manufacturers or anybody dealing with the gun industry, Texas's new law said, we're done with you. You can't operate in Texas. So they lost out on something like 80-something million or $1 billion. I think it was $1 billion worth of revenue that they can't for underwriting different things and all of that. So they're feeling a pinch too now. And that's what we need. People always say that, I always hear people saying that there's nothing we can do, that we can't stop the government government's going to do whatever the hell it wants to do. Bull crap. This is how we make it happen. The people, nonviolent, kind of following the path of Gandhi. We just don't do it. We don't do the work. They force this on us, and we don't do it. I'm waiting for my turn to step up when my employer finally goes, vaccine or you're fired. You got my religious exemption paperwork. If you're not going to honor it, fire me. Because I'm not getting the vaccine. And I would say about 90% of the employees of where I work at all feel the same way. They're not getting it. So, and none of us are gonna quit. We're not quitting. We're just gonna work until they fire us. And by firing us, that makes it them liable for a violation of many state and federal laws. That when OSHA does write up this new regulation, it has to be written up within these laws. It cannot go against any of these laws. So your religious exemptions and medical exemptions have to be honored, or they're in violation of discrimination. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's how we use the tools of the left against them. And this is what we do. But we do it in a classier manner. We're not violent. We just Let them know this world doesn't operate without us. Individually, we are nothing. But collectively, we are everything, and we are unstoppable. Always remember that. Thank you, pilots, stewardess, mechanics, flight attendants, or the ground crew. I hope to see this with more you airlines and in more businesses. People just don't show up. Because if they ain't got no workforce, the employers have no choice but to fold to the demands of their employees. That's how the unions did it way back in the day, when the unions first were caught up, and they still do when they strike. So that's what we do. We play the old union game. Right now we're doing it nice and peaceful. If they want to get scabs in there to try to replace us, then we picket and we block the roads and all accesses in and out of the facilities. We use the old union tactics. Truck drivers, if they stop running and they say we're not going to deliver because they're not going to get the vaccine, how long do you think it's going to take before the people, just the regular everyday person who has nothing to do with the trucking industry, realizes there's no food on the shelves in a grocery store? There's no clothes in the clothing stores. There's no gas at the gas stations. Everything grinds to a halt without truck drivers. So I look forward to seeing the truck drivers make this stand as well. They've done it in Australia, and they made them push back their their vaccine mandate on the truck drivers, of making it mandatory for everybody. These are the tactics we use. As I've said many times before, we use their tactics against them, but we just do it better. Louisiana Free Patriot. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless these United States of America.